In the aftermath of a catastrophic event that had plunged the world into darkness, survivors roamed the desolate landscape, haunted by more than just the memories of the past. The air was thick with an unsettling silence, broken only by the distant moans of the undead and the whispering winds that carried ominous tales of the supernatural. Amidst the ruins of a once thriving city, a small group of survivors sought refuge in an abandoned asylum. The building stood as a sinister monument to a bygone era, its crumbling walls echoing with the tortured screams of those who had once been confined within its grim confines. Unbeknownst to the survivors, they had unwittingly entered a realm where the boundaries between the living and the dead had eroded, and malevolent entities thrived. As night fell, the air grew colder, and an eerie mist cloaked the asylum's grounds. Sarah, a young woman with haunted eyes, recounted tales she had heard from fellow survivors about a vengeful ghost that lurked in the shadows. The ghost, they said, was the tormented spirit of a former patient who had suffered unspeakable horrors within the asylum's walls. With every passing hour, the survivors felt the oppressive weight of an unseen presence. Objects moved on their own, and the air resonated with anguished whispers. As fear tightened its grip, the survivors huddled together for comfort. Little did they know that their ordeal had only just begun. The dim light of their flickering lanterns cast long, distorted shadows along the asylum's decaying hallways. Suddenly, a ghastly figure materialized from the darkness, the ghost of a tortured soul seeking retribution. Its hollow eyes bore into the survivors, and a blood-curdling wail pierced the air. Panic ensued as the group desperately tried to escape the relentless pursuit of the vengeful spirit. But as they stumbled through the labyrinthine corridors, they inadvertently crossed a threshold that awakened a dormant evil. A malevolent demon, drawn by the chaos and fear, emerged from the depths of the asylum. Its monstrous form, a grotesque fusion of shadows and nightmares, heralded an even darker turn of events. The survivors now found themselves caught between the relentless ghost seeking justice and the demonic force hell-bent on destruction. As the tension reached its peak, the ground beneath them trembled, and the once lifeless bodies scattered throughout the asylum's halls began to stir. The dead rose from their slumber, their vacant eyes fixed on the living. A new horror unfolded as the survivors faced not only the spectral apparition and demonic entity, but also the relentless onslaught of reanimated corpses. The air became thick with the stench of decay as the undead closed in, their grotesque moans blending with the ghost's haunting wails and the demon's guttural growls. Trapped within the asylum's walls, the survivors fought for their lives against an unholy alliance of the supernatural. In the midst of the chaos, they glimpsed a flicker of hope, a hidden passage leading to the asylum's underground catacombs. With adrenaline-fueled determination, they plunged into the abyss, leaving behind the haunted echoes of their ordeal. The asylum's desolate halls once again fell silent, concealing the horrors that lurked within. As the survivors ventured deeper into the underground darkness, unaware of the malevolent forces that still lingered, they questioned whether the true apocalypse lay not in the world that had crumbled around them, but in the nightmares that emerged from the shadows of their shattered reality.